Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Blues 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Blues 1975.
This is Fatworm Blows a Sparky on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. It's a 48K game only, so I apologise for the background noise, but also it's a ZX Spectrum game only. It wasn't released on any other system, and it was released by Durrell Software in 1986. And I want to show it to you because it's graphically really, really impressive. It's shaded vector graphics. Now, it was written by a guy called Julian Todd, and according to Wikipedia, you know, that bastion of truth, it was the only game he ever developed, and he did it in his break before going to university. It's out there, shall we say. Magazines absolutely loved it, you know, and they were like, it had its own community, because later on apparently he didn't speak so highly of it. I'm not sure why, but yeah, but people loved it, and there were pokes, cheats, hacks and stuff like that, so, you know, that people made for the game, that, you know, to extend his life and things like that. But yeah, your Sinclair and Crash Magazine, absolutely, they lost their shit over the graphics. I had it as a kid, a backup of it, allegedly, and I had no Scooby what to do whatsoever. And guess what? Nothing has changed in those 40 odd years. But basically, right, I've gone to World of Spectrum. I could have looked up a gameplay, I really could, but where would the fun in that be? So I thought we'd just have a look at it, a bit of fun, you know, a piss around, if you will, because I'll read to you the synopsis of it, and you'll understand that, yeah, it's original, shall we say. Anyway, this is according to the World of Spectrum blurb, which came from the actual tape insert. Now for something completely different. You're an insidious little wormy being chased through a micro-electronic labyrinth. Brackets, you've guessed it, a Sinclair Spectrum. By creepers in Sputniks and crawlers on foot. Brackets, feats. Defend yourself by shooting burper Sparkies at the crawlers and blaster Sparkies to take out the Sputniks. So it's essentially, it's a shoot 'em up, and I guess your weapons you use are specific to enemies. You'll see a computer board in a smooth scrolling 3D viewed from above, brackets yawn, just another bit of mega programming, as you crawl around in search of a disk drive in which to clone yourself. First you'll need to find 50 spindles to eat, so it's a collect 'em up as well, which will replenish your supply of Sparkies to shoot the bugs, ammunition I guess, and how long you can crawl down a data bus. Find out how refreshing a debugger feels when you're stuck in a Spectrum and covered in crawlies. This game is like, well, crucial, man. Okay, so obviously that clarified a lot, and we know exactly what we're gonna do. But basically, oh yeah, by the way, spoilers, 48K music coming up. Oh no, they're still trying to stop people from ripping them off. Right, Fatworm Blows a Sparky by Julian G. Todd, Durrell Software 1986. 1. Redefine keys. 2. Kempson joystick. 0 start game. I'm not going to redefine them, I'm going to go with them, but I'm going to show you what they are. So, key redefiner, blaster, space, fire, Sparkies, burper, 1, which is your other type of ammunition, which I guess you use against. I'm just basing this on what I've read, so by all means, if anyone knows how to play it and it's a piece of piss, then I'm just clueless, let me know. But yeah, so 2 types of enemy, 2 types of weapons. Faster Q, slower A, righter P, lefter O, pretty self-explanatory. Bouncer H, that's pause. I think it's either doing a tribute band to or taking a piss out of the Amiga. You'll see if I remember to pause it. And aborter, I'll give you 3 guesses what that does. So space, there we go. Actually, blaster, enter M, space, burper, enter Z. Oh, they're all good, aren't they? Yeah, so there we go. So yeah, that'll do. So I've got 2 types of fire, one is M and the other is Z. I'm assuming that's what this is, or that's how you're supposed to play it. Enter. Right, so here we go, 0. Now again, I wish I could give you a more, you know, comprehensive and coherent gameplay of it. I just don't know. There we go. Right, that's me. Fat worm. Bottom left-hand corner is a map. Bottom right-hand corner is how many Sparkies I've got. Fire. Oh, no, it's them now. It depletes. Oh, look, I'm in. So, spindles. I don't know where that doesn't deplete. Are they indefinite? Right, there's a Sparky in it, which I'm guessing is ammunition. You can see these people chasing me. It's like tank controls, and they're extreme. Right, so look at the movement of the worm, but more importantly, look at the 3D vectors. Aren't they insane? I keep pressing space because I have played it a couple of times, but I ran out of memory. Oh, no, I don't know what. These are the crawlers that attack me and stuff like that. One. I'm assuming that's because I have one of those on me. Parasites or something like that. But yeah, so this is... You do a complete 180 when you do that as well. I've got 2. Does it say 2 on this? Again, I'm clutching at straws. No, it doesn't. Right. So yeah, I've got no idea where to go. Stop pressing space. Ooh. Can I go in there? No. Cool trick though. I'm dead. That funky noise means I'm dead. So I'm not doing it justice because I have no bloody clue what I'm supposed to do. But I've got to show you it because look. See, now you can see that that's raised. So I can go under there. But obviously if I try and attack it from this side, I guess attack it is the wrong descriptive term. But no, I'm going over it now. So am I going? Yes, because look, I've slowed down. And that's... Oh, this is something different. And now I'm back onto the circuit. See, you can see, because they've got shadows as well. Oh, these are fierce tank controls. Fierce indeed, I think. Right, well, this is where we were just now, weren't we? So we've got... Do I have a maximum number of Sparkies? Can I not get more than 25? It just sounds like I'm talking gibberish. But hey, you know what? Fair play. For coming up with something that looks this good, then on a machine with such limited, you know, grunt, and also something completely different and batshit insane. What's that? I've got a parasite. I've got worms. The irony being that I'm a worm. Right, where's this disk drive? Cassette recorder. Disk drive, because spindles and shit. Spindles. I've got 2. So one of those things I collected was a spindle, but I need 50, which will be quite interesting to see if I can get 50. I shot you because I don't know which ones they were. Again, I could have watched the gameplay. I don't know. I'd like to see more gameplays where people actually do commentaries in their walkthroughs. It's just easier. There'd be so many more Spectrum games I would attempt to play. I mean, I'm a fan of commentary in videos anyway, even if it's not a walkthrough. I don't like, you know, not personal or anyone, quiet videos. Oh my god, it's a party. But no one seems to do like walkthroughs for older games where they give you commentary on, right, so you go here, you do this. There's... Which enemies require what? And why am I still pressing space? And where's the bird this feather came from? And that's the disk drive. And is it accessing? Okay. Well, 1986, there were no disk drives for the Spectrum. Well, there were, but we're in the circuit of a Spectrum, so there were, you know, external disk drives. We had one in Opus, Discovery. Could never get rip games to it. Are we at the end of the... Yeah, if you look at the map, these are the confines of my Spectrum. I don't know what that means. But, yeah, I wonder if it's accurate to a Spectrum. Imagine that. It was. Do you imagine I could shoot them out kind of cross with thrust using this? Like gravity controls, but this sort of level of 3D. Amazing. But again, this is, you know, this is what magazines loved it. This is probably an absolutely amazing game. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to go complete opposite direction. Oh, I use my brakes. for a worm, they're surprisingly good. Stop. There we go. I mean, look at it, Marge, look at it. Right. Durrell certainly did release the games with some of the best sort of, you know, looking 3D graphics on the Spectrum. Can I go under there? No. Again, I don't know what I should shoot. I don't know what I should landmine. I don't like the fact when I drop one of those, I do a complete U-turn. Oi! And I can't seem to shoot this bloke. That's probably too strong a descriptive term for what lives inside your Spectrum. So by all means, if anyone has any Scooby whatsoever for what you're doing on this, let me know. Because if it is really something that simple, straightforward, then I'll give it another go. If only for my own sanity and peace of mind. If it's not, then as I suspect it might not be, although maybe I'll look up the Crash Magazine review. Is this someone new? Oh. Yes. Oh, look at the complicated stuff going on down here that I appear to be stuck in. Oh, turn around. There we go. See, the thing is, I get completely lost with where I can and can't go. Right, again, that's entirely on me, I am aware of that. Maybe there's a room with nothing but spindles and Sparkies. And then I just go to the disk drive. Turn around. Oh, turn around this way. You kind of get... Well, that was a red herring. Used to the controls, but they are extreme tanky. Oh, that would be what that's for. Even though I thought it was a defensive mechanism. I don't know. I'm not a worm. Blowing a Sparky. Awkward. Right, I'll stand sure. Oh. But there's no denying graphically, this is really, 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 really impressive. If I knew what I was doing, it would be a bit more impressive. Because it would then be relevant. Look, that's the side, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Right, so, I'm trying to work out where I am on the map. And then we'll go right. Righter, if you will. Otherwise known as up. Is this where I came from? Look at that! It's processing. Imagine if it was playing Fat Worm Blows a Sparky while we are said Fat Worm blowing a Sparky in the innards, debugging it. Meta and stuff. Right. I just can't work out where I am on the map. Maybe I should chuckle my anchors a little bit. Why am I in such a hurry? I'm just going to find the wall quicker and it's going to hurt my face. Oh, see what I mean? Do you know what? I am going to look up a gameplay of this at some point. I need to know for my own sanity what it is you do. And again, as I said, it could be incredibly straightforward. Am I dying? Who's dying? I'm dying. I think so. I don't know. I'm scared. Hold me. I know that I can go in here. No, I'm going over it. It's a ramp. Because that's what you got to think about, I guess. Because think, like it said, top down, this is a circuit board. So we're going up. Like the legs of a chip. And we go, yeah. Like I kind of thought about at the start. And then down. And I've got two things. And that would be where my spindles came from. And I don't know what the relevance is of that number. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits here. I wish I could show you exactly what it is you have to do. But in order to do that, I would need to know. And yeah, that's not on the cards. But anyway, again, I had to show it because I wanted to show you that, you know, for a machine with such a limited amount of memories, it could pull off, die you bastards, some really quite interesting 3D effects. Right, well there you go. Fat Worm Blows a Sparky on the Sinclair ZX Spectrum, otherwise known as Dave Hasn't Got Bloody Clue, but would love to know, I think, especially if you knew how to play this and did play it, or didn't, but just enjoyed it for what it was. Very graphically impressive game. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.